All right. So again, as I said, if at any time you can't see me, just let me know. Anytime you can't hear me, just let me know. I put it on a different, so yeah. Again, my name is Ruth. Welcome to Chair Yoga. This morning I had a thought about a lot of the chair workouts that I've seen, and I want you to know we're not doing that. What we will do, you'll feel it. Maybe not today's Wednesday, by Friday when you laugh. If I did my job right, you should feel something in your core. All right. So, however, whatever you're seated on, I want you to sit up nice and tall. Feel as though there is someone pulling your head up like a puppet. And you're going to rotate your shoulder blades down and back. And then let your hands rest gently in your lap. And while we're here, I want you to press down into your feet. Oh, let's share. Not in a way that raises you out of the seat, but in a way that you can feel your feet on the ground. And you can gently close your eyes. And we'll start to take some deep breaths right here. So take a deep breath in. And out. And again, a deep breath in. And out. And again. And out. We're gonna get our arms into this. So on your next inhale, we're gonna lift our hands all the way up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. You can place your right hand on your leg, and then we're going to reach over our body. You still want to make sure that your shoulder blades are down and back, and that you're not wearing your shoulders, so that you have an opening. And then we'll come back. We'll rest, and we'll inhale other side. Relax. Do it again. And to create some flow, this is what we're going to do. So when you inhale, we'll reach left side over. And exhale, we'll come back and reach right hand over. One more round. Come back and place your hands on your thighs. Now what we're gonna bring our shoulder blades up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And if you're at your desk, this may not look as weird as having your arms up in the air. 2 more times. Okay, shake it out. I say it for this because these are exercises that you can do at work that may not draw attention or that can get you through that 2 o'clock slump. So bring your right arm over. So we're gonna do a shoulder stretch. Still make sure your shoulder blades are down and back. We'll switch sides. And release. Interlock your fingers and press away. So you'll start to feel this everywhere, but in the tops of your shoulders, right here in the center of your arms, rotate away. Make sure that check your posture. So make sure you're sitting up straight. Your feet are firmly planted into the ground. And smiling isn't optional in this class, it's mandatory. So make sure there's a smile or a smirk. I can't see your faces, but I'm trusting that you're doing it. And from here, we're gonna go up and away. Whew. Deep breath here. Back forward. Bring them down. I want you to grab your kneecap. So right here, we're gonna do some seated cat and cows. What that'll look like is you rotate your shoulders. You can push yourself away. Inhale, roll. Exhale, push away. Inhale, roll. Exhale, push away. We're gonna do that 5 more times. I check this. I'm missing one. Nope, I didn't. Good. All right. Sorry. So now we're gonna bring if you're able, we're gonna bring our right ankle over our left knee. And if this is too much, then I invite you to just leave both feet planted on the ground and do the arm movements, or bring your ankle as high as you can. So I'm gonna come closer to the edge of my seat. You don't have to, please. So we're pressed down into our grounded foot, and you're going to gently press down into your knee. And if you don't feel it yet, just push down a little bit more. It's early in the morning. What's first thing in the morning? So some of you may be tight, but if you push down, you should feel something fire up in the back of your thigh. Remember your posture. And then I want you to do this. If you take your, come down. There we go. Come back up. You can release. And then the can or block that I asked you to grab, just, if you have a block, you can put it as high as you'd like. But what we're gonna do is I want you to, first, we're gonna just lift up that right foot and point and flex our toes. You might be like, this is weird. I'm gonna tell you. I have stairs, and I know that later on when I go up those stairs, I'm gonna feel this in my thighs. So then we're gonna lift and lower, but lower to your toe, not to the ground. You can see that. So come up and tap. You should be able to do this without rocking your body. That's the goal. So nice and tall. We're just lifting, isolating your thigh. Tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the item closer to you, and we're gonna do up and overs. I gotta back up. We're just gonna come tap over, over. Engage your core. Smile. Switch sides. So bring your left knee over. And I want you to be mindful of your body. Does this side feel different than the other? If so, during your day, you might want to stretch whichever side is more tight than the other. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to come down. Slowly come back up. Lift and point and flex. Lower down. We're going to do our regular taps. Seven, 5, 4, 2, 1. Now we'll do the up and over. I have to remind myself to lower this. That's what I'm concentrating on. I'm sorry. And again, if you ever have any questions, you can come off mute and ask. Since I can't look at the chat. So 4 more. Last time. Okay. I want you to bounce your feet and move. We'll butterfly your thighs. Now we're gonna bring both legs up and just press them down. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up, lower. Bring your right leg, your right ankle back over. We're gonna rotate our ankles. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. And reverse. Mhm. Mhm. All right. Lower and switch. Again, notice any difference from side to side. From here, we're gonna inhale, reach our arms up. And exhale, lower down. And inhale, reach again. And exhale, lower down. We're gonna stand with our chair. So I'm going to use the back of my chair, just that way you don't have to go as low. So I want you to do is I want you to push the chair away from you. So widen your feet. Your feet could be shoulder distance, hip distance, or shoulder width apart. And as you push the chair, I want you to bow forward. Now, I know that many of you may be able to do this without the chair, but I want you to use the chair anyway. Bend your knees a lot. And then come up, bring the chair back up. All right, and we'll do it again. Push and bow. Sink a little deeper. Bend your knees a little more. And then walk it back. You shake it out. And once again, we're gonna bow forward. and your knees. Press into your. So you can leave the chair where the back is to you. We're gonna work on some balancing. So the first thing we're gonna do tree. So that looks like you can bring your foot to your ankle, to your calf. You can bring it up to the inside of your thigh. But you have a chair here to help you. And then you can grow your tree however you'd like. So hands can be up, out. You can keep it down, however you feel today. And breathe. I will tell you that if you do these things in public, people tend to leave you alone. I do tree when I'm in the grocery store, especially when people are too close. And I do the same things. People kind of back up when you do it. If you raise your hand, they're definitely going to back up. Now I want you to bring your, if you're on your right side, bring the leg that's lifted up to the front and hold. Engage your core. You're gonna feel that grounded leg getting a little hot. And I want you to slowly lower it down. Tap it out, dance it out, wiggle it out. We're going to do dancer. So what that looks like is you're going to bring your, it's my right foot into my right hand. See, that's why I put here. But I'm also, that's the dance. So let's, I'm showing you this way, but that's, the idea is to be in one, have your body facing one direction. So you can use the chair to help you, or if you have a wall close, you can use a wall. You grab your foot, press your foot into your hand to give an opening to this right shoulder. You can bend your knee. And if this isn't available to you today, don't worry. You got all year. Release. And we're going to switch sides. So again, plant your tree. And then allow it to grow. Engage your core. Bring your shoulder blades down if they start to come up a little bit. Lower down slowly. I'm sorry, bring your knee to the front. And then slowly lower down. You can shake it out. And we'll get ready to dance. Is one side easier to balance on than the other? Is one thigh tighter than the other when you do this pose? Can you bow forward? Come back up. Lower your foot. We're gonna come back to our seats. I want you to cross your legs. We're gonna do eagle arms. So that looks like bringing your right arm under and through. So that you will have this. See the little peak there? The shoulder blades will be down and away from your ears. Your legs are crossed. But that left leg is firmly placing into the ground. And we're gonna come up and then bow forward. Engaging your core. And breathing. Slowly come up. Start to unwind. And we'll do it on the opposite side. Hallelujah. So left arm comes under. You sit up nice and tall. And we'll hinge, we'll bow forward. And you may feel your shoulder, across the back of your shoulder start to reach and expand. Up and out. We bring your arms out wide. And then we're going to do a different direction. So we'll inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come out wide. Inhale, center. Exhale, wide. Inhale, center. And exhale, wide. Lower down. I want you to, if you have something, I want you to put it, come to the edge of your seat. And I want you to first we're going to bring our feet to a hover. So if you have something, even if it's, I mean, I guess you could do it with your phone if you put it in enough distance. And we're just gonna bring our feet off the ground. The goal of this, though, is to lower your feet. The goal is to keep your posture. So that means if you can only come just a little bit off the ground, that's fine. I want you to intentionally engage your core. So don't suck your stomach in, just tighten it from the inside. Sounds weird, but yes. And then you're gonna lift your legs. You may have to find a comfortable seat, comfortable way to do that. Try not to lean back. That's when you're gonna feel that pinch in your lower back. And smile. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. Come up. Make sure you're breathing and smiling and not leaning. I think I'm leaning. Lower down. We're gonna do that one more time. I'm right here with you. Your thighs are burning, so are mine. I just want you to know that. So rotate your shoulder blades down and back. Engage your core. Smile. And come up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Now here is what we're gonna do next before we start to calm ourselves. Not yet. We're gonna just practice standing up out of the chair. So I don't know. I find myself sometimes sitting down like an old lady, like the world has beat me up all day, so I plop down. But I know that as I get older, I'm gonna need to be able to get up faster and more secure. So I practice it. Why would you practice sitting up, standing back? Because sometimes, even at 44, I get up and I have to rock back and forth. So I want you can sit like how you normally would sit in your office in your chair. You can come all the way back to where you're sitting in the chair nice and tall. And then I want you to plant both feet. And we'll do this, we'll start off like this. Bring your hands to your thighs. So I want you to press into your thighs and press into your feet and get up. Right? Okay. When you lower down, I want you to engage your core. You can bring your hands back to your thighs and you can have your hands up. And I want you to slowly lower down. So start to bend your knees. Push your sit back. See, even now with a little bit of a flop. Did you see it? I felt it. That's how I know. Okay. Now I also have to take into consideration if you're in a movable chair. So give yourself some grace in that area. We're gonna do it again. Hands to thighs. Press into your feet. And come up. Nice and slow. And then you have to feel back for the chair. But this is I don't typically like calling chair in class. In any class, one of my least favorite yoga poses. Because chair is this, right? But this is how we learn and how we can make sure that we get into our chairs as we get older. So slowly lower down. Try to make it to where your chair doesn't make any movements. Okay? I do this at conferences too. And you'll be surprised at how many people, when they plop down, you can hear the chair start to shift and how surprised they are when they haven't realized that we don't even take time to think about how we're sitting and standing. So come up and sit down. So let's see how we want to do this. Now don't tense don't grab your hands and hold them super tight. We're gonna use our feet. So press into your feet. Come up, see? I should have pressed, yeah. Press into your feet. Sit down. Okay. Press into your feet. And maybe you do have to use the handles. That's fine. So let's use the handles. Because these are a little tight on my thighs. So press into your feet. And get up. And then lower down slowly. I felt like a little person just now. I'm sorry. We're gonna do that a few more times. at your own pace, however you need to do it. But just be mindful and see how we feel now versus when you first did the exercise. All right. I will windshield wiper our legs. I don't, because I'm not sure if you could, like before the end of class, if you could, if you're in a frequent this class, if you are able to get on the ground during class, just let me know. Um, there is a way to do Shavasana in a chair. It's not as fun. I mean, it's not as relaxing, but I recognize that you may be doing this class from work. And I want to be mindful of that as well. So from there, we're going to plant both feet. Just be grounded again. Let's inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. We do it one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Lower your, I want you to bring your right ear to your left shoulder, not your shoulder to your ear. So you can relax your hands. Bring your ear right over. We come back to center. Back over. Opposite side. Back to center. I want you to bow your head, bring your chin to chest. And come back to center. And we'll do that rotation again. So right ear, right shoulder. Left, come back to center, left ear, left shoulder. Back to center, chin to chest. Back to center. You inhale, reach up. And on your exhale, I want you to come to one side, let your arm drape behind the chair. Look over your shoulder. Inhale, reach back to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, reach up. We're gonna bow forward, so come all the way down as low as you can. And then release your arms, let them dangle. Just hang heavy and your head. Slowly start to come all the way back up. And we're gonna do that again. So the same, different, we'll start with the left side. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand to the left leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Press down into your feet and slowly roll yourself back up. So I want you to, I got loud. I'm sorry. We're gonna bring our leg back up, right? I want you to bring your right ankle to your left knee. And I want you to see if you feel any different from when you started your class. You sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bow forward. If you are able to come this low, you can just stop here. And if that hurts, then you just stay right here. And slowly come all the way back up. We'll switch sides. Same thing. Does this side feel a little bit easier to maneuver now that you've stretched? Now that you're at the end of class, you can go all the way down. You can stop here. If you want, you can do this. Either way, I invite you to add some movement. You can rock side to side. This would be, imagine if we were doing the figure four on the ground. And you could rock side to side. And you can slowly unravel. I want you to pat your feet. If you can, I want you to make a small fist with your hands, and I want you to give yourself a massage. You can do both legs individually, the outsides. Okay? Now I want you to find a comfortable seat. Don't worry about, just relax. Relax into your seat. Let your body take its natural posture. And if you're able, I want you to gently close your eyes. And if you can't close your eyes, just lower your gaze. And I want you to think about the parts of your body that are touching something else. So your feet that are touching the ground, the backs of your thighs on the chair, your lower back and upper back touching the back of the chair, your hands on your thighs. And see if you can't send gratitude to every part of your body, starting from the crown of your head to your ears, your nose, your chin, your shoulders. Send gratitude to your back for keeping you straight. All the way down to your hips, your legs, your feet for walking you through this journey. And then send gratitude to your body for just showing up today. And I invite you to count your blessings during this time. So take a deep breath in and out. And a deep breath in again and out. And one more deep breath. And exhale into Shavasana. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then I invite you to give yourself a big hug wherever you are. And I hope this isn't your last hug of the day. You can lower your hands and let them rest gently in your lap. And we'll take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me. Have a wonderful day and week, and I will see you next time. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
And my setup will be better because my child will be gone.
You're perfect. It's perfect.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Have a delicious day.
You too.
Thank you.